Hi Victor, how are you? I hope you enjoyed your victory. Now I have a Homestead. Homestead it's a NASCAR track. So originally we have two bankings over here, and this is an oval track. That's why when you enter here in 9, the car just jump, and the other thing is gonna be here. When you enter in the oval, in the turn number 14, you have the same issue. So I'm gonna teach you some tricks about this track. I know that you raced here before, but I think we can put down 1 second in your last lap time. I suppose it was 2:32. We can do 1:31 or 1:30.8 or something like that. Originally, this is a NASCAR track, so it's a oval track. And why that's important for us? Because in turn number 14, we have a uphill here. So in uphill, the engine loses power, so we don't need that. So I'm gonna teach you how to cut all this uphill here. In the same way, we need to use the downhill here in the banking, because NASCAR track has banking. So this downhill over here is gonna be in our favor. All right. In the same way, it's gonna happen in turn number 9. We're gonna use this up here as well, and turn number 10, the downhill. All right, so this is a big overview, and the most important turns that we need to put in your mind that we need to be fast is the turn number 14. So it's gonna be 13 and 14, and turn number 8 and 9. So this is the 4 turns that you need to put in your mind that we need to increase the speed. So we're gonna be using the iRacing to do a 1-turn race. I'm gonna explain to you that you need to use the 50 gear from the checkered flag here until the break point that is more than turn number 1. The break point is gonna be here. What I mean is we're gonna be using the floor, gas floor. Don't lift the gas, don't brake, don't do nothing. Do the turn number 1, 50 gear, floor, 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 floor until here. In the middle, between 1 and 2 is the brake point. In this part, you're gonna be braking. This is a little bit different. This is the checkered flag straightaway. This is the back straightaway. So in the back straightaway, it's gonna be in 50 gear. You're never gonna use 60 gear in Homestead. It's only 50 gear. And when you are coming here, you need to do the turn number 10. That is a long turn, a big angle. But in turn number 11, you need to decrease the speed. You need to use the brake a little bit, all right? And then you're gonna press the gas between 11 and 12, and you're gonna be reducing for 4th gear in turn number 12. Just 1 gear here, 2 gears here. 1 downshift here, 2 downshifts in turn number 2. All right. Okay, I'm gonna show you in the iRacing, and I hope you enjoy your class. Another thing that's important to see in the track is the layout of the track. So this is Homestead, and this is the layout. This is the turn number 12 and 13, remember that? So this is gonna be important to get all this straight away, but we don't need this uphill banking. One more time, I'm just explaining you. But we need this downhill over here. We need to use this in our favor. All right. Remember I told you the turn number 8 and turn number 3. So turn number 8 is this turn over here. So I made a little clear layout for you. So what we need to do is approaching to the corner, we need to use the hard brake, downshift, 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 open a little bit. Can you see I'm not closing in the attack point in this part of the curb. I'm waiting a little bit. I'm gonna be a little more wide in the beginning, and I'm gonna be close in the middle, but the attack point, it's a little bit more than in the middle. Why? Because I need to accelerate. Remember, we're gonna get a big straightaway over here, so we need, as soon as possible we accelerate, as soon as possible we're gonna increase the speed. So that part over here is tremendously important, the turn number 8, to increase the speed. And another thing is, I don't need to open too much. Look, if I go from here, I'm gonna be losing time and get more asphalt, so I don't need that. I need to be more inside, crossing this white line, and then I'm gonna go to the straightaway. Another turn is turn number 3. This is not 8. This is turn number 3. So if you see, the attack point is after the middle point. So all these two turns, 3 and 8, you need to open a little bit in the beginning, start to turn, and then you close the attack point in the end of the corner. So why? Because we need acceleration before the apex. In this case, we don't have apex. Turn number 8, we have a little apex. If you see here, turn number 8, we have a little apex. But turn number 3, it's braking and acceleration. So there is no time for apex. And then you go. I'm using the iRacing and the Formula 4 car with a reduced power. So this is the turn number 14. We are in the straightaways. So we're gonna be doing this turn together, alright? 2 downshift. 1 more. This is a kind of turn I told you, you need to overpass the turn. You pass the turn and then you increase the speed. 50 gear, hold. Yeah, this part you don't need to be so much outside. See, I'm not using the outside curves. Now I'm using. And now we are approaching the turn number 8. So the one that I told you that is tremendously important for us. Overpass a little bit, like that. Crossing the curves and increase the speed. As much as possible, you need to increase the speed. If you see, I just touch in the white line because I don't want to use that uphill banking. 2 downshift. Yeah, this jinking, you just reduce again, and now you're gonna get the banking. '50 gear, floor. We need gas between both curbs and gas, all the time gas. Floor here, floor, keep it floor, brake point. 4th gear or 3rd gear. This part doesn't matter, but this need to be in 2nd gear. All right. Now this is the easiest part. Hard brake. This is a 3-second brake. Like I said, you don't need to be too much outside. And now it's gonna be the most difficult for me. It's the turn number 8, because we're gonna overpass the turn and then we're gonna increase speed. And look how I'm gonna put the white line. Remember that we need to cross this line. I'm lifting the throttle, braking a little bit, 2 downshift, and 12 and 13 again. Gas, gas, and floor. Floor all the time. Upshift, 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 upshift. All the time floor. Brake point.